So, Below the Crown just hit early access from the developers of Duskers, and I've put in enough hours to give it a solid verdict on whether this is worth your money right now. Short answer? This is a quality tactical roguelite with a genuinely unique hook. It is very early in early access, and that shows in the content variety at points, but let me break down exactly what you're getting for 15 bucks. What is Below the Crown? Below the Crown is a turn-based tactical roguelite that reimagines chess as a dungeon crawler. You play as a wizard commanding chess pieces, rooks, bishops, knights, through procedurally generated dungeons, casting spells and collecting gold. And here's the thing, this isn't just chess with a dungeon skin. The developers streamlined all of the tedious parts of chess, so there's no memorizing openings, no hour-long endgames, no stalemates. You start with one piece and summon more as you go. Enemy movement is simple until you hit bosses, so there's no analysis paralysis every single turn. Its chess mechanics are in service of roguelike dungeon crawling, not the other way around. And that distinction matters, because no matter how you look at this game is chess at its core. Let's start with what's working, because there's a lot here. The tactical depth is very real. Every piece has unique movement patterns. Spells and power-ups can change the tide of battle in an instant, and decision-making feels meaningful. Spell system is genuinely creative. You're not just moving pieces, you're freezing enemies, teleporting across the board, summoning new pieces mid-combat. Feels more like a puzzle game with roguelike progression than traditional chess. The meta progression is well designed. You unlock new spells, skills, and runes. Runes are basically difficulty modifiers that add challenges and rewards to runs. The progression feels earned and not grindy, which is really nice. Community features are actually surprisingly robust for an early access game. There's daily challenges, you can watch replays from top players. They're working on custom board creation as well. They're building a competitive scene from day one, and I can respect that. And honestly, the retro aesthetic and atmospheric vibe just work. The psychological testing between floors adds a weird narrative layer that's more intriguing than it has any right to be. But here's the catch. Right now, you've got limited wizards to choose from, limited dungeon variety, and limited enemy types. This is combated by the daily challenges and the player challenges that can be made, and the random dungeon mode that completely randomizes your starting conditions. But you can still feel that you might want more variety in pieces, more variety in some of the other aspects to the game. And the developers are transparent about this. They're planning 5 months early access with more wizards, more spells, more pieces, more boards, everything. Right now, if you're someone who needs 50 hours of varied content to feel satisfied, you're gonna hit that content wall pretty quick. That said, this doesn't seem to be the type of game where you're chasing upgrades and unlocks. It's about the puzzle. This is a niche game by design. And if you don't vibe with chess tactics hybrid, there's nothing to carry you. There's no story to push you forward, no crazy unlocks. Yes, there are spells and pieces, but there's not that many of them right now. And there's nothing with wildly different playstyles yet. You're here for the tactical puzzle solving with roguelike progression, period. And look, I'm not saying that's bad. I'm saying you need to know what you're buying. This is for people who enjoy mastering systems, optimizing strategy, and competing on leaderboards. If that's not you, this might not click. So now we really get down to it. Who should buy this and who shouldn't buy this, okay? So let's get specific. You should buy Below the Crown right now if you love tactical roguelikes and want something genuinely different, if you're okay with limited content now in exchange for supporting a quality early access title, and if you want to be part of a community from the ground floor, you know, these daily challenges, these custom boards and all that. You should absolutely wait if you need a ton of content variety to stay engaged. The variety here comes from the tactical approach, not flashy new unlocks. You should wait if you prefer finished games over early access. I mean, I think that's just kind of a no-brainer here. You should wait if you're not a turn-based tactics or puzzle combat person. Again, I shouldn't have to say that, but yeah, then you should wait or just not buy it. If this just isn't your jam, it isn't your jam, you know? And if you want a massive roster of characters and classes and playstyles right now. Now, I don't know how many of these pieces they're going to add, how many other things they're going to add, and we'll see. But at the moment, I believe there's 3 wizards you can play as, and only a handful of piece types in the game. And honestly though, $15, I think the wait crowd is completely justified, right? There's no shame in wishlisting and checking back in 3 months when there's more content. So here's my take on Below the Crown. It is a high-quality, well-designed tactical roguelite with a brilliant core concept, but it's at the beginning of its early access, and you can feel that sometimes. The developers know what they're doing though. Duskers seem to be great and you can see the same attention to system design here. But they are also being honest that this is a work in progress, and I appreciate that transparency because, you know, as you go around the game, you can see, you know, things blocked off and it just says work in progress, and that's really cool to know that, like, hey, this is coming. We are working on it, and we know it's not here. If you're a tactics nerd who loves mastering systems and you're okay with limited content right now, yes, absolutely. This is good enough that I want to support it. I genuinely think if you do like turn-based tactics and you are more about this chess mindset of solving the puzzle rather than getting flashy, overpowered units and things, this is great. Would I buy it at full price? I'd probably wait a few months for more content unless you really want to be part of the early access journey. And also, for me personally, I am one of those people that likes flashy unlocks. You know, I want my big numbers, I want my overpowered units, all my crazy stuff. So for me, at $15, it's not a buy, but I want to be very clear and I want you to listen to what I just said. For me, it's not $15 worth. I think this game is worth $15. Just if you watch the channel and you see a lot of the stuff I do like, you know, we got explosions, we got crazy stuff happening in the background. This is very kind of stylized and minimalistic, but it's done very well. So bottom line, there's a quality niche game at the beginning of early access arc. So know what you're getting into, set your expectations accordingly, and if this sounds like your type of thing, it is definitely worth your time. If you want to see full gameplay, I've got a longer video where I actually play through a couple of runs. There's a link in the description, and let me know what you think in the comments. I'll be back tomorrow, guys, with another video. Peace out.